Hey everybody. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. All right. Oh gosh, it's a whole bunch of you guys in here already. It's 37 people and I didn't even get the chance to start. Hello, my good people. Hey Kimberly. Hey Nosy Rosie. Hey Shannon. Hey McKenya. Hey Bree. Hello, more love 67. Hey Kia. Wanda. Ashley, Steph, VK, Gigi, Busy B, Ashley again, Ruby Luckett. Let's see. Okay, we got a whole bunch of people up in this chat. Hello, Black Beauty, Trissy, Grand Tourist. Hello, everybody. Make sure you guys hit the like button, share, because we're going to give you some updates. She said, finally made it. Hey, Tiffany. How are you? So what we're gonna do, guys? Hey, Raw Tiger, how are you? Welcome. First time here, huh? Welcome to you, Raw Tiger. Um, I am going to pull up because I'm gonna finish. I was on page 10, right, guys? I was on page 10. We're reading Jennifer's motion, her entry in the lawsuit for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Those who are not aware, okay. Hey, Wynette. Hey, Ash. Gigi. Hi, Gigi. Okay. You said correct. Oh, thank you, Steph, for answering the question. Yes, I was on page 10. Yeah, it was your job to keep up with what page I was on. Yes, it was your job, Stephanie. Good job. You get an A for F, A for, excellent work. Hey, Michael. Hey, T girl. Pretty brown eyes. Hello, hello, hello. Let me go ahead and pull up this information for you guys. I should have been ready, but I was running my mouth on the phone and I didn't get my stuff ready. So let me go ahead in this folder, pull it up for you guys. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. No, I don't want to close myself out. I got to go in here and pull it up. Hold on. All right, hold on. Let me go ahead, pull up this file. I think it's right here. Let's see the affidavit. Oh, yeah, I got it right here for you guys. And we're going to open it up. And I was on page 74. Am I correct? No, page 10. Sorry. Page 10. Okay. That's page 6. Page 8. Let's see. Page 10. All right. And I am going to go ahead and read it to you guys. Remember, I'm not showing it because, folks will steal my item. And hey, Jericho. Hey, McCain. Hello. Anybody else? Okay. So guys, I'm not going to be seeing you. If you're typing, I won't be able to see what you're saying. So, because I'm going to be on a different screen reading these. Hold on. Maybe I could just open it up a different way. Is there a different way I can open it up so I can still see you guys? Let's see. Is there a different way? I know the other day I was able to see you guys and open it up. Okay, let's see. Let me move this over here. See. All right, there we go. There we go. I can still see you guys. All right, here we go. I knew it was a better way to doing this. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm on page 10. I just want to be able to see you guys' messages while I read this stuff. Okay, so I'm able to see your message as well as read. Okay, let's go. Where are your iPad? My iPad is in my bag downstairs, and I don't feel like going down there, Tiff. Yeah, it's downstairs. Yeah, I should have had my iPad up here, but I don't have it because I've been traveling back and forth to court, and it's inside my briefcase. But I got it. I got it. I don't need to see myself. I need to see what's on here. In fact, I need to really move myself out of here so y'all don't see me looking like this. Can't see. Okay, let me put my. Let's see. Let's put a picture up. Hold on. Hold on, we're gonna put a picture up. Let's just put myself here. All right, I'm gonna read this for you guys, and I'm not going to show myself because I don't want you guys get distracted. Okay. All right, Henny Hen, where you been? Oh my God, hey Henny Hen. All right, my good people are here. They're here to hear it. Okay, y'all, let's go. I was on page 10, and I'm gonna read the last part. Okay. Plaintiff ID claim in time barred. Okay, number 43. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Plaintiff ID claim in time barred. 43. Plaintiff intentional infliction of emotional distress claim is time barred and a motion to dismiss that cause of action pursuant to CPLR 3211A5 would have prevailed. Plaintiff's cause of action for intentional infliction of emotional distress was premised upon defendant Russell's criminal conduct in calling in a false active shooter threat to the Newhouse Theater, namely his threat of physical harm to the occupants of the theater. Indeed, defendant Russell was charged in the Southern District of New York with conspiracy to threaten physical harm and threaten physical harm. She said it twice. Number 44. Pursuant to CPLR 2153, a claim of intentional infliction of emotional distress based on an assault is governed by 1 year statute limitation. And she gave a case law on that. And 45, defendant Russell, torturous conduct, namely assault, threatening physical harm, occurred on December 4th, 2018. Plaintiff did not file this lawsuit until December 1st, 2021, almost 3 years after the conduct. Although plaintiff did not plead a claim of assault, such a claim would have been time barred in event. For the same reason, the ID claim is untimely. 46. Defendant Kelly and RSK had a meritless, indeed winning motion to dismiss on this cause of action, as did defendant Russell. 47. Moreover, plaintiff complaint does not even allege that the defendant Kelly engaged in an assault or any of the conduct that resulted in the evacuation of the theater. Even without an answer from defendant, this court should never have granted default judgment on plaintiff ID cause of action for any defendant. Number 2, plaintiff complaint does not sufficiently plead negligence on the part of any defendant. 48, plaintiff's complaint was brought by 3 women who claimed to have been sexually mistreated by defendant Kelly, Lizette Martinez, Lisa Van Allen, and Faith Rogers. 3 of the plaintiffs are family members of the alleged victim of defendant Kelly. They allege that defendant Kelly acted negligently when his agent committed criminal act by calling in a false active shooter threat. 49. To state a claim of negligence under New York's law, a plaintiff must plead 1. A duty owed by the defendant to the plaintiff, 2. A breach thereof, and 3. Injury proximately resulting therefrom. And she gave a case law on that. A. Plaintiff failed to allege the defendant owned of a duty to plaintiff. Number 50. As a preliminary matter, plaintiff failed to plead or otherwise show that any defendant owed the plaintiff any duty of care. 51. Because a finding of negligence must be based on the breach of a duty, a threshold question is tort cases is whether the alleged tortfeasor owe a duty of care to the injured party. Then she gave a case on that one. In the absence of a duty, there is no breach, and with a breach, there is no liability. Then when there is no breach, there is no liability. And she gave a case law on that. 52. To establish a duty or an injured party must show that a defendant owe not merely a general duty to society, but a specific duty to him or her. For without a duty running directly to the injured person, there can be no liability in damages. However, careless the conduct or foreseeable the farm. Then she gave a case study on that. 53. Plaintiffs were not entitled to a default judgment where they did not plead or demonstrate in any way that the defendant owed a specific duty to them that was breached. The complaint was neither more than impassionate manifesto about defendants Kelly criminal sexual misdeeds for which he has been prosecuted. There is no R. Kelly exception to plaintiff obligation to plead and demonstrate through affidavits all elements of negligence, in which include a duty of care. 54. The failure to plead that defendant had a duty of care of these plaintiff is fatal to their claim. Plaintiff must show plaintiff's motion for default judgment should have been denied on these grounds alone. B. The conduct alleged does not constitute negligence or neglect infliction in emotional distress. It constitutes an intentional tort. 55. Defendant Russell's conduct was criminal and amounted to an intentional tort of an assault, but it did not constitute negligence as a matter of law. Negligence is distinctive from assault and battery. Negligence. Oh, sorry, y'all. I don't know why my phone opened up my own live. Sorry about that. 55. Defendant Russell conduct was criminal and amounted to an intentional tort of an assault, but it did not constitute negligence as a matter of law. Negligence is distinctive from assault and battery by the absence of that intent, which is a necessary ingredient of the latter. Then she gave a case law on that. Although the same act may constitute battery or negligence, depending on whether or not it was intentional, there cannot be recovery for both. ID also, and that's a case number on that, right? It says, holding that if only inference that may be drawn from the plaintiff evidence is that defendant contact with plaintiff was intentional. Plaintiff may recover only in battery, and the issue of negligence should not be submitted to the jury. 56. Here, the only inference to draw from the plaintiff complaint, taking the allegation as true, is that plaintiff alleged injuries resulted solely from Russell's intentional act. Negligent assault or battery is not a cognizable claim in New York, which is what the plaintiff cause of action asserts. Case law on that one. 57. Importantly, it is undisputed that defendant Kelly did not personally engage in an assault or any threatening conduct in connection with the false mass shooting threat at Newhouse. Even the plaintiff's supporting material, Exhibits 2A, reflects that the defendant had no advanced knowledge of defendant Russell's conduct. Defendant Kelly was not in charge with any conduct related to the active shooter threat, including conspiracy to threaten physical harm, Exhibit F2A. Defendant Russell was acquitted of conspiracy, evidencing the jury's belief that he did not reach an agreement with defendant Kelly, or apparently anyone, to attempt to subvert the screening by threats of physical harm. Exhibit F, 2B, verdict. 58. Undersigned counsel does not represent defendant Russell, but clearly default judgment never should have been ordered where plaintiffs simply did not allege negligence. The applicable cause of action were the intentional tort of assault and intentional infliction of emotional distress, which were both time bars by the filing of this lawsuit. C. Defendant Russell was not an agent of defendant Kelly or RSK and acted entirely in his own accord without knowledge or approval of defendant Kelly. 59. To the extent plaintiff attempted to plead that defendant Kelly is liable for defendant Russell's intentional tort and assuming a duty of care which did not exist. Defendant Kelly advances in meritless defense because 1. Defendant Russell was not his employee, and 2. Defendant Russell torturous indeed criminal conduct was carried out without defendant Kelly's knowledge outside the premises of RSK's enterprises, for which Russell did not work in any event without the benefit of defendant Kelly's chattels. 60. Plaintiff's complaint make conclusory allegation about defendant Russell's relationship to defendant Kelly that is not borne out of the exhibit presented to this court in support of that claim. In support of this motion for default judgment, plaintiff attached Exhibit 2, which contained a number of hearsay documents, including a criminal complaint. Hold on, somebody sent me a message and made me lose my spot. Including a criminal complaint against defendant Russell, a verdict form acquitting Russell of conspiracy to threaten to injure the person of another. Defendant Russell's sentencing memorandum from his trial on charge related to threatening harm to individual at the Newhouse Theater, letters of support for defendant Russell's in connection with his sentencing hearing, an affidavit of federal agent in connection with the unrelated stalking charges against defendant Russell, defendant Russell's sentencing memorandum related to the charges to which he pled guilty, and the order of judgment in connection with that case. 60. None of these hearsay material, even accepted as true, established an employer-employee relationship between Russell and defendant Kelly. In fact, plaintiff's support for the employer-employee relationship is so lacking that plaintiffs were not entitled to default judgment, even without the benefit of defendant's answer. 61. First and foremost, the United States U.S. attorney who prosecuted defendant Russell in the Southern District represented to the United States District Court judge that defendant Kelly was a client of defendant Russell, not his employer. Exhibit G, government's motion in limine at page 5. 62. The U.S. attorney wrote in the motion in limine in advance of the trial. During the relevant time period, R. Kelly was a client of the defendant and in the build. Before the screening, the defendant worked with two co-conspirators in Agent CC1 and CC2 to stop the screening from going forward. 63. Text messages written and received by defendant Russell reflect that he was not employed by defendant Kelly and acted in his own accordance at all times. You guys remember the text message from his mother? Remember how she says that you're doing things without Robert's knowledge? Remember she said that? Okay, that's what they're referring to. 64. Even if plaintiff has sufficient pled and proved an employer-employee relationship between Russell and Kelly, they did not. There is no basis in the mere existence of the employer-employee relationship for finding that employer has an unbound legal duty, regardless of the circumstances, to control the conduct of its employee. This is a case number is given on that. They're basically saying that a company that has no obligation to be held liable for a person working for them for their actions, can't blame the company for somebody else's action. Okay. Instead, as the Court of Appeal has held, an employer's duty to control the conduct of his employee is limited to tort committed by employees on the employer's premises and with the employer's charter. So then he had no, because he was never on any premises of Mr. Kelly. He wasn't in the studio and he did something to somebody at, for example, somebody came in there and say Don Russell slapped the person and while they were sitting inside the studio. That's totally different. That is not that he would be held liable for, but because he was on the premises of the company and say he was working for Mr. Kelly at the time. But since this had nothing to do with any studio and he was never working for Mr. Kelly, so therefore he can't be held liable for Don Russell's action. 65. Not only did defendant Russell's conduct occur entirely off any property controlled by the defendant Kelly or RSK Enterprise and without the use of any of the defendants Kelly's or RSK charters, it was conducted entirely without his knowledge. Plaintiff do not contend otherwise. Exactly what I said. 66. Notably, plaintiffs attached their motion to dismiss the charging instrument and supporting affidavit of Agent Callan, who acknowledged that text messages between defendant Russell and June Barrett, Don Russell's mother, revealed that defendant Kelly had no role in directing defendant Russell to obstruct the screening in this manner, and that Russell acted on his own accord. Exhibit F, Plaintiff Exhibit 2A, page 9. These text messages referred in Agent Callan affidavit were introduced at Don Russell's defendant Russell's criminal trial. 67. On the night of the active shooter threat, June Barrett, Russell's mother, texts Russell stating, "Be humble if you talk to Rob, because you made another move without checking with him first. Even though it was on his benefit, he might not approve of your action." Emphasis added. 68. After defendant Russell made the threat call, his co-conspirator advised him how to inform defendant Kelly about the threat call and advised him to conceal the identity of another co-conspirator so they did not get caught and could continue to make money from R. Kelly. Exhibit G. Government motion in limine in United States versus Russell, page 3. 69. That Russell and one of his alleged co-conspirator discussed how to inform defendant Kelly about the call and their interest in concealing certain information from him is further proof that defendant Kelly had no knowledge of defendant Russell's conduct and did not condone it. 70. As the government noted in its motion, defendant Russell would later confess on YouTube that the threat call had nothing to do with R. Kelly. ID page at page 8. 71. Furthermore, even if there was an employer-employee relationship between defendant Kelly and defendant Russell was acting without the scope of employment. Defendant Russell carried out this criminal act for his own personal motivation, as he texts between he and his co-conspirator reveal. As the U.S. attorney acknowledged in their motion in limine, defendant Russell's co-conspirator advised Russell to conceal from Kelly the identity of another person who apparently participated in the threat scare. So they decided not get caught and could continue to make money off of Kelly. 72. The evidence showed that defendant Russell was not an agent of Kelly and did not work for him. Rather, Kelly was client of Russell, who was attempting to engage Kelly in various business opportunities. Defendant Russell acted alone in his attempt to prevent the lifetime screening so that he could continue making money off of R. Kelly. There is no respondent superior when an employee acts outside the scope of his employment for personal reasons. Then she gives a case law on that. In sum, plaintiff's negligence or respondentee superior claim against defendant Kelly and RSK were entirely inapt. Least of all because defendant Kelly and RSK own no duty of care to plaintiff, did not employ defendant Russell, and had no advanced involvement or knowledge of his criminal conduct. This court should never have allowed default judgment on a theory of liability that were inapplicable under the law. D. Plaintiffs were not entitled to a default judgment for a claim of negligent affliction or emotional distress because plaintiffs failed to make a prima facie facing showing negligent. 74. A cause of action to recover damages for negligence affliction of emotional distress generally requires a plaintiff to show a brief of duty owed to him which unreasonably endanger his physical safety. ID. A negligent affliction of emotional distress cause of action must fail where, as here, no allegations of negligence appear in the pleading. ID. Number 75. As discussed at length above, plaintiff failed to make even a prima facie showing of negligence where 1. They failed to plead any duty of care to the plaintiff that was breached. 2. Defendant Russell's conduct was not negligence, it was intentional, indeed criminal. 3. Defendant Russell was an agent or employee of defendant, but rather Defendant Kelly was a client of Russell. Okay, she made a mistake right here. She said Defendant Russell was an agent or employee. She's supposed to put was not an agent. Oh, well. Was not an agent. Okay. Number 4. Defendant Russell did not act. She did or did not on that one. Did not act in the scope of an employment and with his own personal motivation unrelated to Defendant Kelly. Number 5. Defendant Kelly had no knowledge that Defendant Russell intended and did engage in this behavior until after the fact. Number 76. Plaintiffs were not entitled to default judgment on a cause of action of negligence where plaintiff did not plead or prove all elements of a negligence claim. Negligence was an inapt legal theory advanced because plaintiffs failed to timely file a lawsuit for a claim of assault and ID against Russell. Absent and inadequately plead negligence claim. Plaintiff negligence infliction of emotion distress failed. Okay, I'm going to end this. Yeah, I'm going to end this. Oh, you know what, Steph? I forgot to show my credentials. You guys, I passed my credentials and now I am official. I have been certified to do live events, like, all the other wonderful thing, all the wonderful things that like BET awards and stuff like that. I've been certified. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all my certificate of certification. I got it from the Guild. Hold on a second. Let me pull it up. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see if I'm gonna pull it up, pull it up, pull it up. Yeah, I've been certified. Yeah, I've been certified. Yup. Yup. Been certified to do live events. Let's see. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me show that I got certified today. I did my little pitch. There it is, y'all, from the Guild. There we go. You see that? I've been certified. Veronica, you funny. Yes, y'all, I've been certified. So now I'm gonna be doing the thank you, Spitfire. Okay, I gotta play your song. Oh, Spitfire, you gotta get the song. You gotta get the song. You gotta get the song, Spitfire. There you go. I'm making short. Because she hates that song. Thank you, Spitfire. Oh, she probably say, "Dang on it, why I had to give?" Because she played that plastic song. Thank you, Spitfire. Spitfire, you know what? I need you to come up because I got to tell you something. Hold on. I got to tell you something. Come on up. She said, please, no. Come on. Spitfire, hold on. I needed to share something with you. Hold on. Let me stop this screen sharing stuff. Hold on. I need to share something with you. Hold on. I need you to come on, Spitfire. There's a reason why I need to come on. Oh, hold on. Come on in here. Come on in here. Hold on, Spitfire. Come on up, Spitfire. And I got to show my face on this one here. I got to show my face. Come on, Spitfire. I need you to come up here for a second. Oh, Kim, thank you. Kim, Spitfire, come on up so I can let me finish playing my song. Money, so much money. That's for Kimmy. Kimmy, thank you. Okay, Spitfire, where you at? Because I need to talk to you for a second. Hold on. I need to talk to you for a second, Spitfire. Where's she at? Where's Spitfire at? Where's she at? She come in and she leave. Hit the link, ma'am. Hit the link. Give you a minute. Okay. How's everybody doing? Oh, Ashley. Thanks, Ash. Hold on a second. Let me do my music for Ashley. I don't spit by Thank you, Ashley. Thank you for keeping that song for just a second. She said, give me a second. Okay, give me a minute. Okay. I saw it. Thank you, Ashley. Hey, Kitty Queen. What's going on? What page did I stop on? Let me see. What page did I stop on? I stopped on page 17. Page 17. Kim, you about to leave for work now? You about to leave for work? Oh, there she go. I'm sorry. I was looking. I was looking down. I didn't even see you. My bad. My bad. Okay.
I had to look. I'm gonna give y'all some TMI. I had to go use the bathroom. And I love this jumper. This is a jumper. It's one of the gauchos. It's wide leg at the bottom. The damn zipper was getting stuck. And it ain't nothing like when you gotta pee and can't get the zipper
And
down.
ma'am, you're cussing.
Oh, I'm sorry. But you can't even get the zipper down. And I'm like, you like, come up here. I'm like, Sylvia, you gotta give me a minute.
But you know what? That's why I hate jumpers, because like when you have to go to bathroom, it's really like rough.
I know. I love them though. I love them. But I just, oh my God. I was like, why this couldn't be a button up?
What about the ones that zips in the back? You have to
See, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Those are the worst. I don't even know who decided to do that. That was not even a good idea.
Nope.
That was
But
not even
the reason why I wanted you to come up, because I wanted to show my appreciation to you. Because let me tell you something. You have been awesome support. No matter how much you and I go at each other, fight.
You know, I'm rough on you. I'm real rough on you. I'm hard on you. You know, I don't play no game. I'm hard on you. But I support you too. Like you got to get to
beat
know
me
me.
up
I
and then
support.
pick me up.
Yeah, I'm like a family member. I'm gonna get you when I think you're wrong, but I'm still gonna support you. I'm cut like that. That's my personality in real life. So
I know,
I'm cut like that.
But
I think people starting to know that.
But I wanted to tell you how much I appreciate you, because you have done so much for me. Not just, supporting me financially, but you have been like a rock and helping me to build and build and build and build and build. Like as far as like my courage.
Brand.
Yeah, my courage, my brand and everything. And now I just hit a pivot in my life, and I really want to say thank you, because if it wasn't for you, I would have gave up. Because I remember that night.
Don't make me cry. I got an
No.
image to protect.
No, I'm just saying.
I got an image to the drag. I got to get off here.
No. See the thing. No, I'm just saying because it was behind the scene. You and I used to talk, and you used to you have been a super, super, super supporter, and people don't understand the type of person you are. You have always try to help people build, even when people don't do it for you. You always there doing it for others, no matter how mean the dragon gets and all that kind of stuff. You are a true, true, true friend, and I take it as that. And that's why I said, if you need me for anything, I am there. And like I was telling some of the people that I know that I have met, I've been telling your name. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like you're going with me wherever I go. You get what I'm saying?
I want you to look. Let me tell you something. Even other people in this sector that I talked to at the time, I always tried to get them to build. Like you can't, you got to build. Like if look, this is a platform we're advocating, right? But at the same time, we still got to do us.
Mhm.
So we gotta find a balance. Like free R. Kelly, but still do your life because you got a life too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I try to get everybody to do that. And sometimes it breaks my heart that I had to fall out with people that I was helping. You get what I mean? And it just broke my heart that it was jealousy played a role in a lot of other people and stuff like that. Because I really do believe that this sector would have been great. Like the way we were when it first came out, when we had all these other content creators. So I know you don't like people on your saying on your channel, but other content creators, we could have been a force to reckon with, and people just took the wrong turn. And I was like, there were people I was like, grow your channel, like
Mm.
you got it. You know what I mean? I don't know what that it is, but you got it to where it draws the people. Capitalize off of it. Take your brand to the next plateau and not worry about people you don't know. You get what I'm saying? Too much. And they didn't, because I was like, look, because I want y'all to make it. Because I don't want to be on here like this. I told you what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And some of y'all, like you want to do red carpet and other people could have went off to do great things. Me personally, I want to do like something very subtle at home and just chill. And that and it's not even a sector of beefing or getting mad or there's no dragon. There's nothing. I'm at that point in my life where I should get that. So it is what it is and everything. And like I was saying the other night, and I meant that, I'm the type of person, don't take what I say to heart, because at the same time I get on you, I'm gonna still be that same person to support you. You
Mhm.
get what I'm saying? And you got to know that about me. And I told the subs that, you know what I'm saying? I don't beef with nobody. I'm gonna keep it straightforward and everything else. But that's like if you have a job, if you have a 9 to 5, you know what I mean? You can't, you got to go to work. There's rules you got to follow. People get on you, got to do it, you got to follow it. Everybody got those. And the same here. If we supposed to be advocating for this man, I want people to be on the same and direct path, whether they don't like each other or not. Okay, you don't like each other. You don't have to talk to each other. You don't have to live with each other. You're not under the same roof. Just do your avid work, yell free R. Kelly, and move on. And I'm trying to get people to understand that, but
But enough people don't say thank you to you because you have done a lot. You have done a great deal, and that's why I wanted to acknowledge you and say thank you. And I'm
cool.
very much appreciative of everything that you do. And now I'm a type of person, if when you have done something for me, I will never forget you. And trust me, when those doors open, I'm a drag spitting fire right on with me through those doors.
I always told you, I want you to go far. I told you, I see it in you. Take it to the next level. Take it. The problem with this sector, a lot of times, and I'm not talking about the sector, I'm just talking about people. I'm
Mhm,
not even going to talk about this sector. The problem with people is they really will say things on camera, but they don't mean it. You
mhm,
know what I mean? Like, I mean it. Like, this is yours. You get what I'm saying? What you're doing. This is what you do. It's not what I do.
mhm,
I got other things I want to do. This is what you do. And if I see that you can take this and you can elevate and take it to the sky, go do it. Do it or whatever. And the thing is, a lot of people can't take constructive criticism on the way of telling people to go to the sky. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You was able to take everything and still hear and everything. So I want nothing but the best. I want you to be on a red carpet. I want you to elevate. I want you to go and be and get them people and shout to them people and everything else, because the only thing that I believe is, okay, everybody started off in this stuff rocky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear all these sayings. She ain't this, she ain't that. But look at the work she's done. Look at how she went on her own and she elevated. Don't people focus on what people done that may not have been the best, right? But
Mhm.
let's focus on what they are now. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
okay, that was 3, 4 years ago. We didn't know each other. Nobody owe us anything. You get what I'm saying? Like, owe
Yeah.
us anything. We're here giving entertainment and a service, and we want people to support us so we can grow, and so you can get on the red carpet,
Mhm.
and that's going to be beneficial. What we doing is we're hating on uh people's success instead of trying to get success ourselves.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? I never wanted that for nobody else. Like, grow. Like, don't don't spend too much time on Spitfire. Don't spend too much time on Sylvia. Don't spend grow you. You know what I mean? And I always wanted other people to know that. Like, grow you. Like, I think uh when YouTube, release some things or whatever, we was accused of a whole lot of stuff. Like, there are bigger platforms that got the same amount of numbers, if not some numbers you got or whatever, because people are themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you be yourself, the people will come. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I think personally. But I'm hoping to be able to do what I want to do at some
Well,
point. At some point, you know what I mean, and do it. But you are most welcome. You are the one that I love to help because I see the work that you do. I see all the accomplishments. I want you to get this is what I want. When I see you get certified and you get this 22 stuff you was talking about in court, I don't know what that means, but you
Rule
kept
20.
talking to me about this 22 stuff. I'm like, well, get your 22, 23, 24, whatever it is, the judge gonna get all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you know what I mean? Or whatever. So it is what it is. You are doing good. People go now, what comes to the next plateau is a lot of criticism. I told you.
I know. I know.
I told you, it's not going to be easy to get there, but you're going to get there. Okay.
I
It's
know.
not going to be easy. Everybody ain't going to like your success.
Mm-mm. No, they're not. They're not.
You know what I mean? They're not going to like it, So, and then that's the thing. And they not going to even know to work on theirs.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, people try to do what you do. They can't do what you do because what you do is for you. You get what I'm saying? People got to find their own niche
Yeah. Yeah.
and take it from there and grow. You know,
Mhm.
so that's what it is. But people good. Everybody is good. You got your whole crew over here.
Yeah.
Y'all doing it. You getting your certifications and everything. And it's a lot of stuff happens in Georgia.
Yeah,
They
it
got
does.
a lot
I
of
found
events.
out. Yeah, I found out that that's why um it's needed here. It's needed, and people have been approaching me, and I'm just gonna tell you. I don't know if you know obnoxious, Mr. Williams, obnoxious. He's in the chat. He's watching right now, but he you know how you've been watching somebody on television, all of a sudden, then all of a sudden the person sees you, and they're like, they said you gone viral, but I've been watching this person on TV so long. It was like, oh my God, this is person. I was like, I want to meet this person. And then this person want to meet me. And then God made it happen for us to meet. It was just like awesome. And I didn't even know there's so many people who recognize me, who knows me, and I don't know anything. These
You
are big
always
people.
on Neighborhood Talk.
Yeah, but
You always on there.
I'm
That's
saying,
a million plus viewers on Instagram. There's always a clip of you on Neighborhood Talk. You was on the mugshot. Now it is nice to go from the mugshot to they playing your clips. You get what I'm saying? So it's always a blessing in everything. You know what I mean? It's always a hidden blessing in everything. Now, me, people don't want to come on my channel because they don't know if they're gonna get the dragon. They scared, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know I do, but I don't. This not my thing, and I didn't want to cross over to that. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't want to cross over to something that's not me, and then I don't keep it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm doing what I do and everything else, but go and take it to the sky. You leave people, the right people at the bottom, and take that stuff to the sky. It's gonna manifest. You are already on the road to 20K.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not even looking at the numbers anymore because people don't understand the numbers don't mean anything.
No, it don't.
It's
It
the
really don't.
quality of the people
don't.
that's watching. It has nothing to do with the numbers.
I'm enjoying just talking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm enjoying talking. When people worry about the wrong things, it never will go that way.
Mhm.
I'm enjoying just talking. Like you got to remember, I just was doing videos,
Yeah.
and I still went back to doing videos and less live streams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I did a live stream today, but I only stay on there. I told you how.
And I don't know how to do videos and editing. I don't know how to do that. And I'm like, that's not my. I mean, I was talking to someone because I'm always getting tips now, right? And they were like, do what you're comfortable with. Stick with what's your comfort zone. Don't try to get in somebody else's lane. That's not your lane. And I got to stay where I'm at.
But you got to also stay in your scope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your thing is you give like maybe 200% when 110 is good. You know what I mean? So you got.
I'm learning to delegate now. I'm learning not to do so much, and I'm learning to step back. You know,
because you are your own producer. You know, content creator. You got to do the live stuff. You got to entertain the people. You got to stop and do some behind the scenes stuff. Like I'm glad you got your merch. Cause where that cup at? Oh, she ain't take my cup. My daughter took my cup, but let me tell you something. I'm getting that back.
Oh, the cup that you got that I sent you that time, the one that you waited forever for.
Merch,
huh?
I bought your merch.
You did? I didn't even know there's.
I put it in my own community chat.
Oh wow!
And they took it. You know,
but you know they don't even.
I don't like this house. I don't like these people here. I do not like these people. I really don't. I'm going to get. I'm moving. See, they stand right here. I'm moving. But yeah, I gotta your infamous Sylvia, because I love tumblers. Stay with the tumblers. Even if you change design, stay with the tumblers. You can never go wrong with a tumbler and a coffee cup.
Yeah, can't.
And in the little bag pouch. I got the little bag pouch.
See, the thing doesn't even tell you that somebody made purchases. It don't even tell you. So I don't even know.
You got to go into your account.
Oh, okay.
You got to go into your account and you got to look at your analytics.
Okay.
In your account. You know, that is almost like, this. You got to look at your analytics and all that kind of stuff too. So I got that or whatever. I'm still working on mine. Mine's is not, and you know
but you're the one who told me to do this. You said merge together, get this done, get that, and slowly. I mean, when you were telling me this, it's like, oh gosh, this woman getting on my nerve.
I know it. I know it. I ain't care because you got to do it. You got to do it. And when you was doing, I said, see, you supposed to be doing something else. You didn't move along, and you was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And you finally done it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it was something else that I wanted to tell you too, but I'm not gonna tell you on the air. I'll tell you in a text message when you get off.
Okay.
Or I'll call you. But yeah, it was something else I wanted to tell you. But yeah, just hey, we supposed to be building Black Wall Street, right?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Like, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Support your people. Let's do it.
Yeah.
We just need to get a degree in customer service. Now we lacking on customer service and things like that or whatever. But yeah, I sat up there and I told the other channel I want some merch. So I'm hoping when I get my studio, all the merches I bought from Black content creators, I'm trying to put it up somewhere and design it in the studio. So
won't you have like a thing like I seen Mr. Davies have a thing where he has all of the things that he's gotten from different people on the
yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm having that, and I'm collecting now. So I'm still in the collection stages of that. I got to get some merch. I got to go get some other content creator and buy their merch and stuff too. But I was just telling Neek at night. I was just telling her I wish she get a Tumblr. She got all the she got a whole website like hers is not the merch, like it's like a shopping store.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she didn't elevate it to the heights of the heights.
Wow.
And she stays sold out.
Wow.
So yeah, so I'm gonna talk to you about that too.
Okay.
She stays sold out. So, it's all about, you growing an audience. And as you grow, as your audience grow, you grow. And you been blessed to get certified and do some things, and you can make a change. And we know about the injustice here. The only thing I can say is when you get that around these people, don't fall into their lane.
I'm not. I got to be me. That's the only way I can do is be me.
Yeah, you got to be you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You seasoned. Illuminati ain't working here. Okay. I'm a praying woman. You know what I mean? You a praying woman. So it ain't gonna work with you. So what they have to do, they got to take you like it is. You can speak some truth because you know a lot of things, especially you learned a lot. You're not a lawyer, but you learned a lot.
Yeah.
Covering
still learning
stuff. And it's why it's still.
Yeah, still learning too.
Yeah, and it's a lot. So oh man, look, you go get there. You go get there. You got a lot to do. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot to do and a long way to go. But you go get there. You getting there. You climbing. I see 20K before the, you know what I'm saying, year out. I see it. That's the whole nother
beast.
Yes. You a quarter there.
Yeah.
You're a quarter there. Once you get over that quarter, it's easy. You know what I mean? Once you get over that quarter, it's easy. But you got to stop and do the business part.
Yeah.
I know. You got to sometimes take some days off, and you got to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because the business part of your brand is the hardest part. Turn on the camera is the easiest.
Yeah.
So yeah, I seen you up there.
I heard your girl gave me a shout out.
Who?
Tasha K.
Oh, did she? Yes. She gave you a shout out. She coming.
Some people told me that because 2 different occasions she mentioned me.
Look, she must be having an epiphany because she gave you a shout out and she apologized to Michelle A.T. Alien.
Really?
Yeah, she apologized to her. I was like, oh, well, she probably ain't gonna never apologize to me. She's still coming my check and give me
she's still coming in
again. She still come and give me grief every night. Maybe because if I stop trolling her, maybe she could, but that probably won't happen.
And look, Shade Room, we talk all the time now.
Okay, the lady from the Shade Room, yeah, she's
same communication. I was like,
yeah, and that's what's needed. That's what's needed.
Yeah,
that is what's needed. Okay, that is definitely what's needed because those platforms, they got a lot from you.
Yeah. And they steal a lot. They finally start telling where they getting this stuff from because they've been stealing.
Yeah, they was doing. Yeah, because okay, if I hadn't seen your post in Neighborhood Talk on Instagram, right? You said thanks for the credits. Because if I seen your clip and they didn't say nothing, I was finna get them the business, right?
Yeah. Well, Mr. Williams says he's trying to do something with him and I so these people won't steal my stuff anymore. So we'll see.
But even though they're taking it, they are starting to talk to you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You
That's
know
true.
what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know they've been taken from the little man forever. Like it's like
Like
they
the
done did
bosses.
it.
You know,
Somebody did it to them. They done. That's how you know. Put it this way: it's like you getting your feet wet. You're getting in the door. So that's how you got to look at it. You're getting in the door.
yeah. Now I have to try. Now my thing now. Looking for an attorney to represent me over there in the YSL with the Rule 22 situation. So I
Okay.
did. Timony referred me to somebody, and so I'm gonna have a battle in that too now.
Okay. Okay. With the YSL. What
Mhm.
is going on with that? Like, why is that taking so long?
Because they really don't have a case. They, I believe this is me speaking. This is not. I believe that in the beginning, they thought that they had something, and then when things started falling apart, they realized that hey, we made a boo boo, and
So
they got
what
to keep face with this now. So,
so let me get this straight.
mhm,
So you mean to tell me that you believe that they really don't have anything? And I trust you because
mhm,
we been in this thing with R. Kelly for 4 or 5 years now going on. So I trust you on that. So they really don't have anything. So these guys have to stay behind bars to fight for their case with a hope that the prosecution can get a conviction.
yeah. But what happened is Mr. William himself and the main ones that's part of this case right now are not the one who has these major criminal charges. You know what I'm saying? When I say he has stuff like more of a misdemeanor type of things, right? But the ones that they added on with his case are like convicted murderers, convicted theft. I mean, just convicted people, which the only reason why they associated with them is because they live in the neighborhood or he might have taken one picture with somebody. Like something like R. Kelly. Like a person that took a picture with him, and all of a
Mhm.
sudden now that's his girlfriend type of thing. This
But
is a
see, that goes back to now celebrities can't even take pictures with people.
no, they can't. They can't.
You know what I'm saying? Because they trying to build this concoct this case. Well, but you gotta admit, a lot of people don't like to admit this. But in 2000, and I think Jane, when I was doing videos,
Hmm.
I said, right?
Hmm.
I said they were coming after rappers.
You did. You
I
did.
said that.
You
I
did.
said that before the prosecution came out and said that they were doing it because I seen it happening. I see you if you look at the news and what was going on, I said this is what they finna do. But there's a lot of people on these internet streets, big bloggers who we got to really look out for because they working with them people too.
Mm.
Because I've seen some stuff. Uh, Shout out to Whack 100. I seen some. I was on No Jumper the other day listening to them,
Mm.
and the conversation that him and Adam had about gangs.
Mhm.
And Adam was Wack was explaining to Adam what a gang was,
Mhm.
and he was doing a documentary,
Mhm.
right, on
Mhm.
NBA YoungBoy. Now we know NBA YoungBoy not too long ago was acquitted,
Mhm. Mhm.
right? So
Mhm.
now he's doing a documentary. So now everybody's following this footstep of this documentary to help these people get about an arrest.
Mhm.
And we got to be watch out for those type of people that we support because we're supporting people to our own cultural detriment.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
it's not that I don't think that people are bad or do wrong things. I just don't think that someone who's in the entertainment business making a way for themselves to get out of this business, now you want to put them back in it and incarcerate them and take it away. It seems like now that the record labels are not really signing hip hop artists anymore, that now they coming in and they making up these charges and they abusing this RICO. And that's just my take, not the take of infamous Sylvia. That's just my take on it. So yeah, because I don't want nobody
I
to get
say that because you'd be like, oh, Sylvia said this.
yeah, that's not the words of the infamous, the words of spitting fire. You don't like it, come over here and I'll deal with you. You know what I mean? Come on over here. But yeah, I really do think so. I really do think so. And see, me saying stuff like that, my channel ain't going people go listen, but they would never elevate it because of all the stuff I said. They say, well, it's a conspiracy theory. No, it's not. You see it.
There's
They
some
they
facts
arrested
behind
like
it.
YSL and Young Thug. They in there. I think in NBA got a charge now, a new one.
Mm-hmm.
A federal charge, and they in there. So I wish these people stop this documentary, and I wish we stop supporting it because if it's going to be one sided and it's not going to be no other people making documentaries to get someone,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling it.
It's sad. It's sad that I don't know.
And then some of the documentaries expose the people that it really makes the other people look really innocent if you really pay attention to it.
Yeah, yeah.
If you really pay attention, but people, all you got to do is say exposure or documentary about something, and then next thing you know, they think that they somebody guilty. So it is what it is. I don't know. These people, they something else.
Yeah. Tell you.
They something else. But keep doing you, and I'm always gonna root for you,
Thank
and whatever. I told people to come over here and look at the updates. I'm not reading all that.
I'm not gonna read no more either because I haven't made a decision. Because here's the thing too, and I really want to talk about this too, spitting fire. No matter how much you put out, you keep putting out, you keep putting out, keep putting out. These people are ungrateful. You ask them to hit the like button. Do they hit it? No. But they run up in here like cockroaches.
And get the
The information,
information.
and then take it, disband, and other people start using your information, and no gratitude, no hit the like or nothing. We shouldn't even have to beg people to hit the like button.
Well, here's the thing. Speaking of that, right? So we're on this internet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talking, having conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and we giving entertainment, we giving updates, we doing breakdowns, we doing updates with the with R. Kelly's case, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said to myself, I'm not reading this. I'm gonna let people go over to Sylvia. You know what I'm saying? Like that I put it in my community chat. And people don't understand why. Cause I don't feel like doing it. Like I'm not selfish like that. Give it to her. Let her go and get it. You know what I mean? Go over there to her if you want to know what the update is. I'm not doing that.
Well, I need to send them back to you because I'm not reading no more. I'm
You know
not.
what I'm saying?
There's
So
no
I was like,
appreciation
well,
whatsoever. So
I'm not reading that. Like we knew that Jennifer was gonna fight, with
yeah.
them people one. We knew that. And so I'm not reading no more. Because the thing of it is, I just lost a sub that I had, and it broke my heart. And I hope she listening because, I do love her as a sub because she's been with me for 4 years. So she's not no anybody,
Wow.
right?
Mhm.
But the fact of the matter is, when I had to change up the channel and everything, she didn't find liking to it. You get what I'm saying? She didn't find liking to it. And I wanted her to hear my point of view. You know what I mean? I get what you're saying, and I've been doing it that way for 4 or 5 years, right? To where I was doing things a certain way. But now I'm trying to grow a brand, and I'm hoping that you will ride with me and support. And everyone else did but her. And I was really in shock that she was even receptive, was just like wasn't receptive to it. And it is what it is. But I felt like people, and I mean, you talked about this.
Mhm.
I felt like people who support the channel should help navigate it, and that's just what it is. And if they had to let people go, then I had to let you go.
You have to, because I mean, because you don't want something that's going to be division. You want to, if they don't see the vision and don't want, are not going, you're not going in the same direction. It's not going to be good at all.
Yeah, I mean, but you and I, like, what we talking on? Like, I just told Wynette, I just gave her a shout out on my channel.
That's my heart. Don't be look. You for bless me with her, so we can share her.
Yeah, we can share her. And I just
Wait,
told her,
wait a minute. Hold on. Did she get you something?
no, you know what? She sponsored it. She didn't know she did.
She's a
But she
sweetheart.
sponsored me this new camera because my camera was messing up. So remember, I was coming on live for over a month and my camera was messing up. And then when I would go on live the other day, the camera was getting stuck. So this camera came a while back, but I was too lazy to set it up. And I end up setting it up and I went live today and she was in the chat. So I wanted her to know that she sponsored this.
She's a sweetheart.
With her, you know what I'm saying?
Shout
She
out to
sponsored this.
y'all. Shout out
She sponsored this. So I want her to know that, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, because it's nothing like when you donate to somebody channel, you believe in them, but you know that they're trying to grow. You get what I'm saying? It's nothing like that. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I don't see her. Like, if you go on somebody's channel, there are people who you donate to and they don't do nothing. Like, I was like, okay, like I done donate to you for a year. So you mean to tell me you ain't got no other equipment yet? You ain't got nothing upgraded yet.
Yeah, look, all of this came from my members.
Like, that's what I'm saying. You ain't doing nothing yet. Like, what is you gonna do? You gotta change up, because when people see you, even the news media change their stage.
Yeah, they do.
You gotta change up. So it is what it is. But I wanted her to know that and stuff like that. And then another supporter or whatever. So it is what it is. But I'm telling you, she's a star. And I said I was gonna do something nice. I'm trying to think of what it is. Maybe me and you can come up with something.
Put something together, yeah.
Yeah, we'll come up with something.
But I mean, I have some wonderful, wonderful ladies now.
Yes, they are. They are
wonderful ladies, and I just want to thank God for them.
Oh,
I got keepers. I'm not giving
man. I'm telling you, it ain't nothing like them. It ain't nothing like them. I tell them that all the time. It ain't nothing like y'all.
Yeah,
it ain't nothing like you. You know what I'm saying? People that vibe with you, believe in you.
There are people who gets mad and they just like take their ball and they walk away and they just like, I'm not doing this. And they think that, just because that's just God telling you that this person is not supposed to be with you. Because if you could get mad at me because I'm not doing something you want me to do, that means that you're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be here. We could just say our bye-byes and you have a good life and I have my good life.
Right.
Move on. Not everybody's meant to be with us, period.
And some people are meant to be with you for a season.
That's it.
And the season is over. And that's what I had to realize with the one I was just telling you about. Because I was like, you don't think, I mean, like, okay, my membership started at what, $2-3? You don't think I'm worth that a month?
You don't get the whole $2 or $3. They don't even understand. They take 35% of your $2.
Right. So you don't think you don't want to buy me a cup of coffee to see? You don't think I'm worth nothing? No, I don't think you worth nothing.
Wow.
I'm like, wow. That was a dagger. Yeah. That was a dagger. Like $3? Really? You don't think I'm worth none of that?
But I'm gonna steal your idea because Steph was telling me about how you do your appreciation for your peeps. I said I'm gonna start stealing your idea.
Oh, sure. They need to know. It ain't just for mine to do. They need to know. Do it how you do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I do that. I always try to think of ways to expose those who help me in a positive way. You know what I mean? And they know what I'm about and stuff like that and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it is what it is. But I'm getting it from both sides now, though. I'm getting not just from the kill sector. I'm getting it from the main sector, too. Now, I've been over there fighting for about 4-5 months.
So you fighting over there?
Well, I'm the dragon. I fight every day.
Oh,
I fight everywhere I
I
go.
see. I can't do the fighting. You know me. I'm not a fighter.
I've been fighting all
I
my life. Let me
can't
tell
do
you
the
something.
fighting.
I was kicked out of kindergarten all the way up to, I asked my mom, I think the 7th grade, 8th grade. And that was only because I started, like when I got to high school, I started liking boys. But I was kicked out of school from kindergarten. I was always kicked out of school.
How did you get kicked
Always.
out of kindergarten?
I
How?
got kicked out of kindergarten. I really did. And every year after that, I was always suspended throughout the year all
Oh
the
my
time.
God.
Like my mother was like, and then I remember my uncle telling my mama, this was the 70s. My uncle told my mama, "You sure that girl ain't a little boy?" I mean, I was a fight. I was a feisty thing. And
Oh,
no, nothing happened to me when I was little. I wasn't no victim of nothing. I was just a feisty thing. Like
oh my God. And you were little, short too?
I was, I just became plus size
No, I'm talking about short. You was
after I
always
had my daughter, huh?
you always short too?
I
You
was
always,
short and I was little and skinny, but
okay.
I was a fighter though. Oh yeah. I think what happened was the little boy beat me up in kindergarten, and he had took my candy, because you know how you have to cut, you know how you in kindergarten you taking the scissors and you cutting it, and the teacher put it on the thing and
Mm-hmm.
all that kind of stuff. And he had, after school, my grandmother was coming to pick me up,
Mm-hmm.
and I had a lot of hair. I had real thick hair, and
Mm-hmm.
I had, big, back in the day, I had ribbons. You had them cotton ribbons. This was the
Mm-hmm.
70s, and I had a big, fat, long braids. My hair was too. My body ain't grew up to my hair, so it was
Mm-hmm.
real long. And the boy pulled my ponytail, and he beat me up, and he took my candy and ran. And I just sat up there and cried and cried and cried. And I remember my uncle.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting up there crying. I was crying all day because he took my candy. And my uncle sat up there, and see, this is probably why I'm the way I am now. So my uncle took me behind the garage, right? And
Mm-hmm.
he grabbed me by my collar. And my mother was like, "That's a girl." You know what I mean? He was like, "You let somebody take your candy again?" Because like he had to make sure my grandmama didn't,
Just
see him doing that, because you know, my grandmama didn't play when it came to me. So he grabbed me by my collar behind the garage, and I was off my feet, girl. He was about 11, 12. Oh, I was about 5. So we 6, 7 years apart, maybe even 8. I don't know. But anyway, he grabbed me. He was like, "Somebody sit up there and take your candy, and you sitting up here crying. The next time you come home crying, I'ma beat your behind." And
Oh,
he dropped me. Girl, I was so devastated. I was so devastated. I was like,
oh,
man, when I got back to school that next day, I beat that boy up and took them scissors, them plastic scissors, and I chased him around the room.
and you
Girl,
guys see it.
I sure did. I chased him around the room, and next thing you know, I was in the principal office, and I was just beating up people ever since then. Yeah. Because I
Look,
was
somebody
scared of
said I had to fight all my life. Look at this. Look.
I was always a fighter. It would be a girl, it would be, we lived off a street in the city, and if
Mhm.
it was a crowd of kids out there,
You,
my mama knew I was in a fight.
oh wow.
I was in a
Oh,
fight. So I
wow.
just think, but when I grew out of it, I started liking boys, but I always had a fighting spirit. You know what I mean? And it not always in a bad way. I
Mm.
was never, but let me tell people something. I was never the initiator.
Yeah, you just defended yourself.
I was always a defensive fighter. I was never
Okay.
the initiator. Never. And most of the time when I got of age and I started getting the fights, it was because I was always cool with boys.
Yeah,
I
that's
never.
that's why I got jumped because the girls because I moved to Wisconsin and the boys was like because I was a new girl in the class and stuff, so the basketball players liked me. And so they had girlfriends, the cheerleaders and things like that. And so the boys would be trying to holler at me, and the girl, they were like, "Who she thinks she is? She thinks she's it. She's from New York." And blah, blah, blah. So they jumped me. They got me in thing. They jumped me. Those girls jumped me, pulled my hair and all that.
They did.
You sure did. They jumped me.
I remember when I got into a wood of girls, some girls jumped me. And of course, that same damn uncle, he bad for money. He is not a good. That's why I don't talk to him to this day. You know what I'm saying? I have a case messing with him. He took me around to everybody's house and made me fight every last one of them girls.
Wow.
He took me around to everybody's house and then threatened me and told me I couldn't tell nobody. So he wondered why we fight. But see, what happened was when I got of age, me and him started fighting.
Oh, right? Wow.
And my mama used to tell him, that's what you get. That's what you get. You did it. You know what I'm saying? She gonna sit up there and boss up to me. My mom was like, that's what you get.
Because you told her to fight. That's right.
To her. Yeah, and I sure challenged this butt. I sure did. I challenged this butt.
Man, I was never a fighter. Like when they be trying to threaten they're gonna beat me up after school, I used to stay in the teacher's class and be like, they're gonna beat me up. I used to tell the teacher.
Girl, I was a fighter. I'm a fighter, a shooter. I'm all that.
Oh, Lord.
I ain't gonna lie. They can be on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. I will. You come at me wrong. Now I'm too old to be out there fighting.
But I've seen a lot of people fighting like in Walmart from stuff that happens on the internet.
Like, oh yeah. Because you always can find somebody in Walmart. Everybody go to Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
If you out here beefing with people, never go to Walmart. You know what I mean? Like everybody's fighting Walmart. Walmart got their own like world star.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it don't just be black people either. It be white folks too.
Yep.
Well, I seen these two white girls, they was fighting like crazy. Girl, they fought all up and down the aisle. They was back to the next side. They was started in the produce and they end up in the milk. Now, the produce and the market and the milk is far apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Shoot. I just,
No, they said Sylvia is Martin Luther King and Spitfire's Malcolm X.
Most likely. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. You go preach, and I'm be like, eye for an eye. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because look how I be talking about the oppositions and stuff. Yup, that's true.
Oh my
God. That is so true. I cannot even knock that. Ruby, I can't knock that. I can't knock that. I cannot knock that. You said it best. You know that's true, don't you? That is so true. That is so true.
Can't believe she said that. Ruby, get off my channel. Get off my channel.
And it's the truth. What can we say, Sylvia? We can't even say nothing.
Think about that. Lord have mercy.
That is the truth. Like, dang, that's pretty much. That's pretty much. Like, wow.
Oh Lord. Okay. When that just came in, she says, "No offense, I'm only supporting Spit and Fire and Infamous Sylvia from my head 100 heart, and I love them both and enjoying them always." Oh,
we love you. We love you. We definitely love you. And like I said, I told you, thank you for the camera.
For two sisters and whoop, they bleeped. And even though their aunt had to jump into, I was told they beat you up too. Oh,
yeah,
they did that to me. There was
I got jumped. I got jumped all the time. I mean, it was. I had two twins. I beat up her sister, and then I beat her up.
And mine was twins as well.
Yeah, I got beat up by some twins. Yeah.
Wow. Mine was twins.
Yeah.
They beat
I beat them up individually, but then they jumped me. But they didn't get me good though.
But let me tell you, they fought me, but the boys that they were the one trying to protect me. The boys that liked me, they was protecting me.
Yeah, I did. That was a way for me to, or whatever. And then I fought a lot of boys too.
No, I'm not a fighter.
I am. I
I am not.
was. I
I don't like
was.
to
I
fight.
ain't gonna say
I
I
don't.
am. I was. I ain't no fighter now. I don't know.
You
I do
fight now?
have.
You a
I do
fighter?
own a folding chair now, though. I got a lot of them. I put a folding chair in my trunk. I do
You
have a
got a
folding
folded.
chair.
You got a folded
I
chair.
put a folding chair in my trunk. I sure did. I
God.
sure did.
Did
I
the
sure
stock?
did.
Did the stock of the folded chair go up?
Huh?
The stock of the folded chair, did it go up?
It should, because I got the earrings. You see the earrings right here?
Mhm.
I told you I'd be wearing the earrings and I got the shirt.
Oh my God, Josh, you got the folding chair.
And I sure do. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You get on my nerves. I'm not like Sylvia. You
I'm
get
not
on
gonna
my nerves.
fight
I
you.
do. I do reserve the right. And I love my Second Amendment. I think the Second Amendment should be the first.
Wow, she don't play with her, y'all.
I do.
Mhm.
I love my Second Amendment should be the first. Now, why? And I was gonna go into the military.
You should have went into the military.
Huh?
You should have went into the
I
military.
should have. I had a boyfriend then, and
Mm.
he didn't want me to go, and I was in love at that time, and I didn't go. But I should have went. I should have went. I sure should have. I do something, you know.
Yeah.
Mm. But I probably would have been in what they had, that Desert Storm. I think I was old enough to be in Desert Storm. I wasn't old enough to be no Vietnam.
No, that's too. No, you a baby for
I
Vietnam.
wasn't even baby. I wasn't born. I ain't that old. That was you.
You were born in 70, wasn't it?
I was born in 80.
You were not born in 80. You know what? You gonna make this thing okay. You just told a story that back in the 70s, so you know you was in the 70s. So stop it. You're in your 50s. I might be older, but you're still in your 50s, ma'am. Gosh, she just trying to make me old. I am old, but dang.
But I think I would have been Desert Storm. I would have been Desert Storm.
Yeah, that's like in the 90s, early 90s, right?
Yeah, I would have been in Desert Storm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you would have been 20 something. Yeah, you could have been.
Yeah, because I don't think Randa was in Desert Storm. She wasn't old enough.
She must have been in what's the most recent one? The one with no, she wasn't in there with
Bin Laden?
no. Yeah, it had to been Bin Laden with
With Obama? Was she in there with Obama? Is she old enough to be in there? Yeah, she is.
yeah,
She about 40,
no,
right?
yeah. No, she
So
about late. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how old Randa is. Randa, if you in the bushes.
no, I think she
Oh,
did. She said she did about 20 years. Is 18? She went in when she was 18.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. She went in when she was 18. I think so. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So who are you doing now lately?
Over there on my channel.
Mhm.
I've been trolling Levi.
What is
I've been messing with Larry.
what is going on with them? I heard the two of them are fighting. What is going on with them?
I was trolling Levi. Well, wasn't really trolling. I was just rebutting what he said because he was disrespecting people in this sector who done something and went to the courthouses and stuff like that. So I just think that you don't like nobody, you don't take away from what they done. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So I didn't like that or whatever. So I rebut him. But I've been really I only did a rebuttal with Levi. I really wasn't trolling them. But I really been calling out the
So
opposition.
what is the problem? Because people have been telling me stuff that's going on. I try to stay away from that crap because it's not building; it's just tearing down. So I didn't. I mean, folks been telling me. I took a view of a couple of times, but I don't stay on there long enough to even really
No,
watch.
I gave him, when I did the video to rebut what he was saying, I only gave him 20-minute watch. I gave him a 20-minute watch because you know him, his intro is about a good 15, and stuff like that. So I just went to rebut a certain section of it when he was telling people to leave Larry alone. So
Queen said, "I'm not missing anything." I
you're
try.
not missing nothing.
I try to look at it, and I, of course, I know Bozo constantly says my name. I know that that's never going to change. That's going to be forever and ever. And I realized the reason why when I went and watched
I
the
was
whole
laughing at you
video.
though.
No,
I
look,
did laugh at you. I did laugh. Me and some
what did
other
you
folks
laugh?
was laughing at
What you
you.
laugh? What you laugh about?
Man, the laugh one. The laugh one.
We need to be on the other channel.
The laugh one, really?
We need to be on the other channel. Let's go
Roll.
to the other channel. Let's end this and go to the other channel because I need to say some details on that stuff.
I said, did she say what I thought she said? He must not seen that. Because he ain't saying nothing. He must not have seen it. He see it now though.
Let's end this live and go on to the second channel because I really want to say something. Really want to say because I gotta be good on this channel. I have to. I can't be bad. Too many people looking. Too many.
Look, I got too many fights already. I'm in the main sector with a fight.
Well, can we just continue?
I don't need to. But wait a minute. I stay here but 2 minutes because I don't need to fight over here and there because I get them mixed up. I'm gonna call somebody the wrong name. I get them all mixed up and cuss out the wrong person.
The reason why is because I have some important people that are watching right now.
Oh, you got important people. Important people. Don't be watching our ratchet stuff.
Let me send you a
now
text.
we gotta have a, you know what I'm saying? Important people ain't punks either. So don't be watching our ratchet stuff. Just watch the good stuff. Just watch the good stuff. Oh, Queen E said, go to the bag up. Yep, I've been fighting in the main sector. Oh, Gorilla T is in jail. She get out tomorrow.
Who's Gorilla T?
That's in the main sector.
Oh.
She get out tomorrow, y'all. Gorilla T get out tomorrow.
We gotta get onto the other side, please.
Okay.
I can't.
Yeah, because I'm calling people name.
Yeah, you call people name. That's good. Let's go to the back channel.
Pretty brown eyes know who I'm talking about. Okay, we go to the back up, and I tell you who that is.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye.